And that's what I said.
Banana cream pies.
All right, so the first one is Donald Trump.
What? What did I walk into? I wanted to apologize because I had there was a delay because one, my thing needed to update, and two, somehow I got logged out of my GOG account. So I had to log back in, and for some reason it was saying it was on a new browser or something. I'm like, what? Shit's fucking weird. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, what did I stumble in upon?
Top 3 people you would punch in the face if you had the legal and moral, not moral, legal and physical availability to do so.
Like
if you could freeze time, punch someone in the face, and then when you're home, when you're back where you were, unfreeze time. Who are the top 3 people you do that to?
Do they feel it after? Do they feel it afterwards?
Well, of course
yes.
feel it after.
Yeah. they're gonna feel it after. They're not gonna know. They're gonna have no way to know it was you. It's
also, Marek, I think your game is up.
It is.
Yeah.
There you go.
It is punishment free. 0 consequences. Just freeze time, sock someone as hard as you want, and then scot free. Top 3 picks.
Bob Iger.
Welcome home, sir.
I don't know if he makes my top 3, but it's a very fair pick.
Bob Iger. Who else do I get to fuck up someone's day?
You can't beat the shit out of them. You get 1 punch.
That's what I'm saying. Like who? Like.
Okay.
I got a pretty okay punch, I guess. I'll buck someone into submission. But see, Bob Iger's one. Who else would I do? This is actually hard because it's hard. It's easy. Because it's like,
oh man, who do I hate? But who's worthwhile?
Who do I like? Hold on, let me go to the creator side supply and whatnot. I guess we're gonna start Operation Anchorage tonight, but I'm gonna turn that junk I have in my inventory into a new railroad rifle to repair the one I have. Anyone in the world who got punched. Bob Iger's one of them.
Scot-free, just one whip ham, and you're home.
White tweeting. Now, I can give you someone I'd like to mess around with if I had the power of invisibility.
Okay, that's where things get creepy. I know you wouldn't.
I was gonna say I'd mess with Mike Tyson.
So are they intelligent?
I'm not gonna lie. I think I would put Mike Tyson or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on my top 3, not because they're bad people, but because how many people can say they punched Mike Tyson or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in the face?
But nobody's going to know is the thing.
Not unless I tell them.
Yeah, but they won't believe you.
Yeah.
I'll know the truth.
You'll know the truth, but that's the thing, though. You can't really brag about it. They won't believe you. What's the word I'm looking for? So yeah. But yeah, if I can turn invisible, I would mess with Mike Tyson. But
hey, why would you mess with Mike Tyson, and what would you do to mess with Mike Tyson?
I don't know, pretend I'm a ghost, make things levitate and shit. and then I'd like to see him like
This
try
house
to
is haunted.
see him try to like swat at the air trying to punch a ghost. That's
Oh god.
Agent of Discord, baby. Agent of Discord. But who would I punch? Like seriously punch? Bob
Scot
Iger.
free. Like no repercussions unless you like actively go out of your way to make them.
Who's
Like if
deserving?
you admitted
Who's deserving?
that's
That's my
what
question.
I'm saying.
I'm like, that's the hard. Like, I got asked earlier today what would my theme song be, and
See, that to me is a lot more of a bullshit question because like
I know it's a bullshit
think
question, but it was a hard choice because I was like, what would I use as
okay,
my
but you know why I think it's a bullshit question, especially
why?
Why?
if a show can change theme song based on season, I think I should be able to change theme song based on like what I'm going through right now. You know what I mean?
No,
I
that's
get you on that.
that's a good point. That's honestly a good point.
I bet you would want something like at least something that would sound like, you know, Randy Newman or some shit like that. At least
Me or
something
Nick? Me or Nick?
Marek.
So
Yeah, that's fair.
I chose in the moment with Backed Against the Wall from Hypnospace and Slayer's X.
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay,
I like that song. Because I don't know, like it's very themey. It's very like themey, I guess. So it was just like, you know, I was like, oh, I like this, but I'm like, yeah, it's not too themey. I don't just want to steal. I just want to like ape a video game character's song.
I know.
So, like, I'm not here. I'm not like. I don't want to say I'm like heroic or like other shit. I'm just a little guy, I guess, in a big world.
Yeah.
We casually do space hero shit, I guess, or something like, I don't know.
When do we get to sit down and write the lore?
I mean, I know the lore of like what we do and whatnot, but
I want superpowers. Is that so much to ask?
that's fine. Like, what kind of superpower? Like, you're like a mime, dude. You're like a clown mime guy with a mask. Why am I punching this dog?
I don't know.
That's my mind going off. Like, why am I doing this like that? But Okay. You know who I'd punch?
Okay, who's your second? You got Bob Iger.
Bob Iger, the head of Nintendo, right now.
Of America or just like in general?
Whoever made the patents, I assume.
No, I'm more talking about the dude that's like pulling the EA shit, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, all the
That's
fucking
the-
day one DLCs.
I wanted to talk about. I know you probably had some choice words because that drove me kind of that actually. I'm not gonna lie. For the first time in a while, I've actually been kind of pissed off at video game news a little bit.
For the first time ever, I don't want to defend Nintendo.
That's what I'm saying. Is that like, I just want Prime 4 and then I'm done for a while. I'm not supporting day one DLC. I'm not supporting DLC that came out a month later. I would assume it's the Japanese lead that signed on that one, I guess.
I honestly, look, I understand that the patents that we're getting are not as bad as people make them out to be. They're still pretty fucking bad. Like, they're still potentially going to really fuck up my favorite genre of game. . . 'Cause, 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 'Cause,
And what's
So like, have you heard about the patents?
the Pokemon thing?
That's a light way of describing it.
I heard that they patented like creature capture stuff and like some other things or whatever.
They are effectively they've effectively patented. This is again. There's a lot more legal mumbo jumbo that make it so it's not as bad as it was what I'm going to describe.
Lego is
It
only
still is
protected
pretty
by
bad.
patent.
But they're putting a patent on summoning a creature to fight by your side.
There's a lot more games that do that than just Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like Final Fantasy does it. And what's funny is because I'm playing
Final Fantasy,
I'm playing
every
Final.
From Software game.
The irony of it too is that like I'm playing Final Fantasy X, and that one is like the most like Pokemon ever, because of all the games, the summons in that one, you literally play as them during a battle when you summon them. So
It's also against any kind of game where you summon a mount.
yeah, so that's literally every freaking like MMO.
Exactly.
Like Old Republic, you get like. So I guess it's the Jap. I guess I'm punching the Japanese head. Like, cause
there's a lot of issues with what's happening.
Because I don't think the American leader has that much sway in terms of like, you know, I don't think he's the guy that went to like the Japan and said like, we have to run things with day one DLC and this and that and the other thing. Like,
I would believe the American dev was the one who did that. I am having a harder time believing the legal system
Like,
would favor America.
Like, I'll be honest with you. From what I'm like lightly skimming through and whatnot, I don't think it's going to affect it as much as people are like claiming in like these fucking news articles and all that sort of shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. I understand it's not as bad as what everyone's saying, but it still is not good.
the patent part. I'm gonna be honest with you, JT. I'm just gonna pass the buck. I'm gonna be like, the Pokemon and Pal World lawsuit situation. I'm so fucking sorry, but I can give less of a shit about that whole situation. Like, I don't care if that puts a target on my head if people call me a shell, because I'm just like, no, I just don't care. I didn't like Pal World from the jump, and I didn't to the point where I'm like, you know what, whatever. Like, it can exist, I just don't want to play it. It's not my thing.
And like, that's fine, but the
then
problem is Nintendo's trying to not make it exist.
I know that. That kind of sucks, and I agree with that. But like I said, this whole situation, it's like, I don't care about it. All right, it feels like one of those like interpersonal YouTube drama situations that I could just give less of a shit about. Like, I get it in my freaking YouTube feed every now and then, and I always go ignore, because I watch one or two Pokemon videos about like a legendary Pokemon or lore or like that Gigaleak information, and it's just there. It fills my thing.
It fills your feed and shit.
And never leaves me alone. So, like, that's why I don't care about it. I'm like, yes, it sucks. I agree. Nintendo shouldn't be doing this. I don't care about Pal World, but I don't think that Nintendo should be suing it. And then this patent shit is just like, it's stupid. But the whole thing is like.
So the lawsuit fell flat.
I need to find a freaking fishing battery.
They had no claim. The only thing that they kind of got Pal World on is the fee. Is like the tossing of the spear to catch a thing, or to release a monster, and they got rid of that.
Tossing a spear.
Little lame. But yeah, the action of tossing a sphere,
right,
a
there's a death
spherical
claw over
object
there.
out to release your mon. And you know what? It's a little lame that they got rid of it. Yeah, yeah. But you know what? Nintendo, they got rid of it. So like, that was the lawsuit. The problem is that now they're making Legend ZA closer to the style of Power World, without, action in combat. And for once, a Pokemon game looks kind of interesting.
So.
But I'm having a hard time wanting
Didn't they
to
do the
support it.
running around in like Legends fucking
Legends Arceus?
Yeah, you can run around while
The
you're Pokemon. And
the
then
difference
in Gen
is
9 too. Or Gen 10.
No. Okay. We're not in Gen 10 yet. The difference between, well, technically ZA is Gen 10 because you can't transfer backwards. The difference is that you are now actively moving in combat, whereas in Legends Arceus, once you sent out your Pokemon, it was just a Pokemon battle. You had the cool like agile moves and power moves, and that was interesting. That I really liked. It gave me a new level of intricacies to play around with. And Legends ZA, I'm gonna be able to fucking dodge roll in combat,
Yes?
and I'm gonna have my Raichu dodge roll in combat, like I'm playing fucking Spectrobes again.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. I see what you're talking about.
That's the coolest fucking thing Pokemon could have done.
Dude, this fucking car
Like this genuinely fucking rules. But why would I? This is such a like love the art, hate the artist style situation, and it's getting really hard to not hate the fucking artist.
I mean, it's kind of easy. For me, it's kind of easy a little bit because I don't. And this is not even me speaking. This is not even me like talking in hate, because I don't hate easy. I'm just very like annoyed, tired, and I got a lot of shit going on in my life right now that I'm like, okay, I can't afford the new Nintendo console, right? But I'm not gonna let. This is not me calling you a rage baiter, JT. This is not me calling. I'm not gonna let like rage baiters tell me how to think about like every fucking situation, because I have my own goddamn thoughts. And it's like, if I could have, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to like the Nintendo situation, it's like if I could afford it, I would buy some of the shit. Probably not like the fucking Congo Bongo DLC for fucking Donkey Kong, or maybe like the Day 1 Pokemon DLC or whatever the fuck.
Which, by the way, if you want to buy the Day 1 Pokemon game and the DLC, that's $100. What was that anyway?
Yeah, like there's a lot of shit with that. That's like, why is this a thing? Why does this exist? And that's what I'm saying, is that it's like, if I could afford it, I would buy it, because one, that's like the Switch is the only home console I really have anymore. And that was like, for the longest time, that was like the only one worth having, because what games does PlayStation have? Like, I got like Ratchet and Clank on PC. Really,
God of War, Spider-Man.
Also, again, thanks to Green. Green gifted me that one. It was good but short. It was good but very short. Surprisingly, that Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. But yeah, like, who wants an Xbox? One, pun intended, and two, what games does PlayStation have? They have exclusive, but they just don't fucking sell them, and that's what annoys me about it. It's like I really, because this all goes back to like that situation where when it comes to like gaming nowadays, where it's like all the companies want all of the money, rather than they want all the money all the time, rather than some of the money some of the time. like that was that was like the fact that PlayStation has no fucking console exclusives is the reason why Astrobot got such high praise back when it came out and whatnot. It was a
I think Astrobot got the praise it did because it was a really good game and a good celebration of PlayStation.
That's what I'm saying, and that was like the only exclusive that was like the only exclusive that was a video game and not like something like The Last of Us 2 or whatchamacallit. Not Sekiro. What the hell was that game? That weird samurai game. That was like the only PlayStation exclusive. I don't even think is that on PC? I know both God of Wars came to PC.
A lot of these games come to PC, but they start on PlayStation.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Thank you, Zig.
That's just isn't that a Souls-like?
I think you're thinking of Neo or Nio. However you say it.
Ghost of Tsushima. I haven't seen much on that game, but I know it won. I know it either won or was contender for Game of the Year.
You can make such a bad joke with Ghost of Tsushima.
It would go over my head.
Are you sure?
I have not seen shit on Ghost of Tsushima. If it didn't win Game of the Year, wasn't contender for Game of the Year, I probably wouldn't.
It's just with the name. It's just with the name. Nothing like deep.
All right, go on. What?
Do I really got it? Yes, Ghost of Tsushima.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
You built that so much.
What did you think I was gonna say? I'm surprised you didn't see it coming, Mr. Clown Man.
Sorry, I didn't realize how low I had to look for how lowbrow that was.
Jeez. Might as well just pack up and give up comedy then. But anyway, the point is that like, okay, whatever's going on with Nintendo is bugging me, and it's not even like I can afford it. I probably if I had more money than I kind of do, I definitely grab the freaking DLC for the Gen 9 games right now. Which I'm not I wouldn't spend $400 on a fucking Switch unless I was like at a sweating money kind of like thing. So it's stupid and it's ridiculous that like this is what entertainment we can't afford entertainment. Like we could totally afford an indie game like Silk Song is only $20. Like I'll gladly drop. I got paid for doing a job. I might actually grab Silk Song because I want to see what it's like. Because I played Hollow Knight 1. I liked Hollow Knight 1, and I have it for free. I got it for free on Steam too. So
Hollow Knight 1, really good. Hollow Knight Silk Song, also really good.
And that too started a fucking controversy because it was $20, and I don't know where this narrative came from that
Sounds
it was
like a huge ass nothing burger to me and shit.
No, there's people there's people like okay, there's indie devs that are complaining because it's like okay, now people are going to be expecting like an unrealistic price for a different type of game than say Hollow Knight. It's like, oh, how come your game is $30 when Hollow Knight was only $20, as an example? And
okay.
Because nobody likes to look at the world and everything like that in shades of gray. It's black and white. Hollow Knight is a game that's Hollow Knight's a game that's like on the light side because it's only $20 and it's got a lot of content in it.
Can I redirect one of the things you're saying? Because I want to.
Sure.
There,
Sure.
it's less indie devs and more it's more devs that have some more money to play with. It's
I heard some indie devs were apparently were going off about it too. I heard some indie
it's more of a like, oh, think of the capitalists people that are complaining about
I know the AAA devs. I know the AAA devs.
It's a lot more of the.
I
It's
watched
a lot more of like
no, because what was
those
it?
guys
I watched
that are complaining.
So what was it? I was hanging out in a Discord server that I tend to frequent. Right, another streamer. They follow me. They're really cool. Go follow Cream Cheese, by the way. She's really cool.
Hang on.
So
S-O. Is it just Cream Cheese?
Cream Cheese, but it's spelled CHEEZE.
Is there another command here? Fuck.
It's a slash command.
/command.
Oh, it's slash? Okay.
So yeah, like, okay. So like, I'm hanging out in her server, and in the gaming channel, I think this was the day or the date.
Is it shout out or?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I have to type out shout out. Never mind.
So
I forgot if she's got like numbers after the end of her name, but
no, it worked.
But yeah, like, so she.
Oh wait, no, this is the wrong one.
Oh,
yeah,
oh god. Okay.
But yeah, we were. Anyway, so people were discussing that. So it's funny because somebody posted a video from like a guy who. It was just like a fucking racist dude, right? I know him from like YouTube shit because he's one of those algorithm jackers that I talk about a lot. So this guy made like 20 videos about like Silk Song, about like at first how it was like allegedly going to be woke or some crap like that, and then it wasn't, and then when it came out, it's like it's making AAA devs cry and all this other 9 yards.
I just have to say this one thing. Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Yeah. Anyway, the point is that like, so I searched it up because the person who posted it said that if you search it up, his is one of the first things that come up, and that's when I noticed he made like 20,000 videos on the topic. But the point is not the racist guy. No. I looked it up, and yes, that was true. But then I looked at a person that is not a fucking racist, as far as I know. Anybody ever heard? This is a channel I used to watch a lot, but his shit got like very repetitive, and like. I was out for a walk one day, and I said like, alright, fuck it, like let me hear about this, and let me hear about like the situation. I want to get like the full breakdown. And it was like Legacy Killa HD. I don't like I remember him being just okay, but I listened to it, and he was the one that's like, oh, like like there's some indie devs that were like, and I'm saying, okay, yeah, no, that's fair, that's an understandable criticism.
Yeah, no, this guy looks like a fucking jackass and shit.
Yeah, right. You can see he's got like a quote. You got a picture of himself as like his thing.
Oh no, I just saw like the thumbnails and like, you know, they're angry and all that sort of shit.
Yeah, he's the first guy because he made like 2,000 videos on the topic, and if you go back far enough on his fucking channel, you'll see he's screaming, it's gonna be woke, it's gonna be this. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, god fucking damn it. He's another person that has like he's another person that has like quote unquote fake insiders. Like, oh, I got a insider. I found a fission battery. Fuck yes.
Oh, nice.
He's got like, oh, I got like insiders in the gaming industry that are and then like this, that, the other fucking thing. Anyway. Again, the topic is not about him, it's just that his shit turns up, and he was the one that made me, like, his shit made me look into this story, and outside of a bunch of, like, fucking people that are trying to spread it, outside of, like, the truth, which, yes, there are AAA devs that are, like, whining about it, and I'm with you, JT, on that, like, think the capitalists people, I guess, right?
Yeah.
The ones that get me, it's like, yes, I can agree. There are there are indie devs that have some right to be like, what the fuck, guys? And I'm not saying that fucking Silk Song should be priced any higher or lower or whatever the fuck. I think it's perfectly fine. I've always complained about game pricing being ridiculous, like even with like my old shitty friend group, because they were firm and staunch believers in the pay by
hour.
Yeah, the pay by the hour kind of model, and even I was like, no, I still wouldn't pay $60 for like this game or that game or whatever the fuck, because I think it was too much. So like, it's such a fucking fine line. It's so ridiculous. So I like, the narratives annoy me because it's just like, it's like the game has a right to come out. The devs have a right to price it however they wish. But the thing that was funny about like Silk Song was that like everybody was like, instead of letting Team Cherry just fucking cook and release the game, everybody was like whining like, where is it? Oh, it's never coming out. Like, I'm never gonna forget that part of like the wait for Silk Song, I guess, because it's just like, guys, let the game fucking cook. This isn't gonna be Mighty Number 9, for God's sake. You know what I mean? Like, so that situation fucking bothers me.
I think it's less that they
I'm
were.
not supposed to talk to
So I
strangers.
think at first people
So
were
are
like,
they
"Oh,
intelligent?"
where's Silk Song? Oh, where's Silk Song?" And then it kind of just became a meme.
No, it's not that it
Well,
became
yeah.
a meme. It's that people were actually, because like, here's the thing, you could say it became a meme. I have a right to agree with you on that. Yes, stuff like that tends to become a meme. But the way that people were like going on and on and on about it, no. There were people that took this 100% seriously, and that's what made it like obnoxious. So,
I mean, yeah, but also like I think for the most part it was the kind of thing where people saw the meme, and then when it started
monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
They did the monkey see, monkey do kind of thing, and then, you know, speaking
Someone
of that,
said, "Where's Silk Song?" Someone else said, "Where's Silk Song?" Then everyone's
where's
just like,
Big
"Oh, where's
Weld? Where's Big Weld?
He's probably at the Big World Ball. He's usually.
He always goes to the Big Weld Ball.
What is this NPC dialogue?"
Have you heard of the High Elves?
I remember in one of my campaigns not too long ago, I accidentally gave out like actual NPC dialogue, and someone was like, and I just kind of sat there like, "What the fuck did I just say?" Like I felt like a fucking sham for a moment there. You know what I mean?
Have you heard of the High Elves?
I remember I was there's a D&D or like a TTRPG podcast I really like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blanking on what it's called. It's a bunch of YouTube shorts of it. Really good at like a more comedic, very funny, it's raunchy,
Good
shit like
hunting.
that, right?
Yeah.
Someone was like, "Hey, I want to talk to this talking tree," and they did that, and they were like, the timekeeper, and they're like, "The timekeeper can't run the carnival without a stopwatch. I hope he doesn't lose it again." And people are just like, "What the fuck is this NPC dialogue?"
Oh my, what is this NPC ass dialogue? I straight up don't remember like some of the dialogues I do for the random dialogues I do. for tabletop games, I guess.
Yeah.
I remember like
I mean, it's hard to remember every single fucking thing you say. You know what I mean?
I have I am so fucking nervous half the time when I'm doing it that I'm like I try to do like big speech and it always comes out as yes, yeah, some shit like that.
You are I can promise you now, you're overthinking it. Eventually, it's just. Here's what you gotta do, right?
Trust me, JT. I believe you, but let's see.
You just gotta think of, like, the character side of things.
Hey, Metal.
What would Percy say?
No,
what
Marek,
would
you are
XYZ say?
You are underthinking. Use those brain wrinkles. That's what.
No, don't use the brain
That's what I've
wrinkles.
been. That's what I've been doing this past. That's what I've been doing this past conversation about like the Nintendo thing going on and whatnot. So like I just want to get like my whole situation on this. I feel like Squidward. I just want to go home. I want to arm wrestle with cowboys on the moon, then go home and watch TV. I want to just chill out, stream some games, and have fun with life. Then go home and play some Metroid Prime 4. I watched a video today, JT, right, of someone talking about this situation, and I agree with them on almost every topic until they started bitching about Prime 4 for rage bait. Because it's just like, because they're trying to say like, oh, Prime 4 is gonna be bad because of like the open world, and I'm like, by the looks of things, it's only gonna be open world for like segments, and then it's going to be regular Metroid shit. And I was
Didn't we get, like, a Prime game on the recent Directs?
that was Prime 4, yeah. Samus is a
Was
motorcycle.
that Prime 4?
Yeah.
I thought that was a different Prime game.
No, it's Prime 4.
Oh, okay.
Samus is a motorcycle now, and I feel confused more than anything.
I think that's sick as fuck.
Like, I got no doubt in my mind. It's cool. It's just that it's like, huh? I literally had to double take for a second, because Prime 4 is going to have what looks like open world segments in it, where you get on a motorcycle. No, and you know why I think they did that? You know why I think they did that? You guys ever hear of the game Mach Rider?
Sounds familiar, yeah.
So yeah, Mach Rider, I believe, was made by the Metroid dev. It's either that or what's the word I'm looking for? It was either that or it had something to do, because there's some
It was developed by HAL.
yeah,
HAL Laboratories.
yeah. So there was something to do with Mach Rider and Metroid. Like, there was some parallels between the two somewhere, right? So if it is indeed a reference to Mach Rider, right? Because in one of the things about Mach Rider was that, like Samus, the protagonist, the Mach Rider, is allegedly a woman underneath like the suit of armor and the motorcycle and everything like that, right?
Yeah, under the suit and helmet.
So that's one of the parallels. So I think they're just referencing Mach Rider with it and whatnot, if anything. Now, my full thoughts on that trailer was, so of all the fucking games that are going on with this Nintendo thing, right? The one that I'm most excited for, which was goddamn fucking Prime 4, that one gets no fanfare whatsoever. It got no fanfare during the last Direct. It got no fanfare during the Direct before that. It was just a trailer with some basic explanations, and then it was just launch it out into the world with no, like, Abandon and whatnot, or Abaddon, however you say that sort of thing. And it doesn't piss me off, more so that it's just like, so is Metroid gonna start becoming the next Star Fox and F-Zero for Nintendo? They just.
I mean, at least it got a trailer and shit.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know
no,
what I mean?
I know that. Nonchalant game. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Because you want to know my experience with that trailer. You want to know
What?
that, like, you want to know my experience with that trailer? I literally got back from my walk when I was listening to that direct, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hopped in the shower, right? I hopped in the shower while listening to it. So I hear the sound effects for that trailer. And I'm like, what the hell I'm like, I'm going in the back of my head, I'm going like, what the hell is that? Like, I said to myself,
I mean, Metroid never had set releases on like Zelda or Mario.
yeah. Or even Kirby. I know. It's a. I've talked about like the freaking the Triforce of Nintendo's like crazy fans and whatnot on the podcast at one point. But the thing about like Mock Rider and so the thing about that trailer, right? So my experience. So I was in the shower. I heard it. And I said in the back of my head, it'd be funny. I said to myself, it's like, wouldn't that be funny if that was the Metroid trailer, right?
Oh God.
And I hop out of the shower. Out of curiosity, I scroll back, and it was the Metroid trailer. And I'm like, what the fuck, Nintendo? Literally, that was all I watched. That was the only thing I watched the freaking Nintendo Direct for, was just more info and whatever on Prime for. And it's just like, nope, sorry. Because like,
you missed it. Eat shit.
Because 90%. Oh no, I wasn't even watching it live. I restarted it just in case they opened with fucking Metroid or something like that. But no, they opened.
No, instead they opened with fucking 50 minutes of fucking Mario.
Now, that was the one that gave me the most thought. You know what? That was the one that gave me the most thoughts. You know why?
Why?
Because Mario Galaxy on the Switch is a terrible port.
Okay. No. I want to talk about that real quick too. Real quick, actually. Does anyone know how much those games gonna cost?
$40.
Yeah, I know.
$40 each.
And honestly, Mario Galaxy 2 is not worth it. It's a good game, but it's just fucking DLC on a hard. It's just DLC on a hard disk for Mario Galaxy.
You know what? I don't agree. Hold on. I'm going somewhere with this. I don't agree with that. I liked Mario Galaxy 2. Was it similar to Mario Galaxy 1? Yes. I liked it a lot, though. However, wait a minute. Hello, Kazerno.
Two birds, one stone.
Mario Galaxy 2 is 15 years old. 15.
I know.
It'd be in high school by now, and you're charging $40 for it.
Did you know, JT? Do you want to know? What happened when I played Mario, fucking Galaxy on the Switch with the Mario 30th anniversary?
What?
I literally plugged in my Wii to my TV for the first time in a while. I threw on Mario Galaxy on there, and it played so much better. Zerno, welcome to the Nintendo. This turned into like the Nintendo Switch.
Mario Galaxy 2 or Mario Galaxy 1 is turning 20 in 2 years. Like, what are we doing here anymore?
Well, what was it?
You know what I mean? Like
Somebody made a good. I saw another video from somebody that said, "Can we stop using Satoru Iwata in like rage bait stuff? Like, can we stop like
I saw that, but with Miyamoto.
What was it? Can we stop using Satoru Iwata when we're mad at Nintendo? Like, because the guy only did what he had to keep the company afloat. Way back when. And it's not like he's a bad guy neither. It's just that it's like, it's not fair to this dead dude that literally it's not in control of what's going on, and like, you know what I mean? Like, it's over.
Plus, it's like a very different situation altogether and shit.
Yeah, this is a console. So, like, Nintendo's coming off a console that succeeded, and they're doing, like, all this crazy shit. So, it's not like we're dealing with a console that, like, fucking DOA. As much as I'd hate to say that about the fucking Wii U, because I love the Wii U.
Right, but the Wii U didn't, you know...
That's why I said it was DOA.
Yeah.
Like, that's just like the brass tacks there. But yeah, like, and what was it? I saw a good comment saying that, like, I saw a good comment on that video that said something along the lines of, like, with the Mario Galaxy stuff, it's perfect marketing because of the movie and kids or whatever the frick that never played them. And as a person who's worked in stores and seen how marketing is, like, yes, I can agree. That is good marketing. But I have to say, as a person who's played a Switch version of Mario Galaxy, it's not worth the plastic it's coated onto. It's not worth the plastic it's going to be coated onto and loaded into, I guess, for that, like, little chip and whatnot. Because the Switch version of Mario Galaxy does not compare to the Wii version, just cause. And in all honesty, I feel bad for people who would only know it through that, because if they only know it through that, then they're gonna get like a gift. Then they're getting a gift experience. They're not getting like the real game. It kind of sucks. Like, so okay, like you want to know another example I have for something like that too? So I found out through emulating that one of my favorite childhood games, right? It does not work on emulation software. And that's because it's not like, because all right, PS2 emulation is really only just starting like development and whatnot. And I gotta try to use, and I gotta work with Zig on another time we have like off to set up PCSX2 again fully on my computer, because I want to test it out on that too. But now the reason why I say it also doesn't work on emulation software, possibly outside of PCSX2, is because you can buy that exact same game on the PlayStation 4 shop with PS2 on PS4, if you remember that. And I remember that was a talking point from way back in the day on stream, believe it or not. And what happens is, you can play the game up to a certain point, wherein the game will then just stop working properly. You know why? A scripted event does not work. A ship that is supposed to collide with a space station doesn't do so, and it just floats off into space, and the game will not progress. You can kill every enemy in the level, but you will not progress the story or anything like that, because the ship does not collide with the space station, and you're just kind of stuck there. And they sold that on PS4 too. It doesn't work on PS4 as well, not just on, like, you know, third-party emulation software. That is not the right experience for that game, like, at all. And that's what annoys me about, like, the Mario Galaxy thing, especially because it's like, Mario Galaxy rocks. but the Switch port doesn't. It's the same with fucking Mario Sunshine. I understand.
Right.
I understand. It gives people who've never played it the chance to play it again, or for the first time, or whatever the frick, right? But they're going to be playing a gimped version that is not the best way to play it, and it's just like, it's just going to make them think the game was terrible.
And we don't know how good this version of it will be, but like,
I got no doubt in my mind it's not going to be great, because like, not only that you're just playing with Joy-Cons, that the drift will eventually hit, that the drift will eventually start to affect and whatnot, right?
well, that's a bit of the issue with the Switch as a whole, with this console as a whole, to some extent.
The controls themselves, like the spinning controls and all that other stuff, just are not fun to use on Switch. Like, the motion controls are just not fun to use on Switch. Like, I fully can attest to that. It's the physics feel off. There's something odd, like the physics feel off. There's something odd about like everything there and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wish I had a better way of explaining it other than I played it, I have experience. It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy to me, JT, you know why? It's crazy to me because the Metroid Prime remaster on Switch plays like butter. It's great. I go back to glazing. I have to go back to glazing Metroid, and this is unintentional glazing because it's just like they took a game that like all they did for like the Wii port, right? They didn't even like change the graphics. They just made it playable. They just made it more playable and accessible on the Wii version, right? Where all they had was like the motion controls and it played perfectly good. But they took that and made it a actual first-person shooter controls for the Switch version, and it plays great. Like, in fact, I'd even argue it plays a lot better than the Wii version a little bit. And I fucking love the Wii ports of the Metroid Prime games so bad. Like, I love them. Like, you get what I'm saying, how crazy this is to me, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, there's games that just work, and it's just like, how do you fuck up the other one? I know it's a different style, but like, still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just crazy, I guess. I don't know. Nintendo it has been. I can't believe this all started because you asked me who I'd freeze time and punch in the face. I love how like a simple thing just spirals out into like a man, this is like
a larger question than once assumed.
Well, we both had thoughts on that. We both had thoughts, I guess, on like that direct. And I'm not even talking about like I'm not even talking about like I'm a jaded asshole. I'm just like, DLC. The game hasn't even been out a year yet, at least with like Donkey Kong and whatnot.
Pokemon isn't even out at all.
And it has day one. It's just like, what? And then, oh yeah, right, the mega forms for the starter trio from X and Y are locked behind like online play too. So that's more money you have to spend on the game, or the Switch as a whole. Which then again, if you like, again, that's another one of those shades of gray kind of like purchases. Because at one point you're already paying for the online, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Is there any online games that are like worth it on like that are worth paying for on Switch 2 yet, or like they don't even have a 2? They don't even have like a Splatoon.
I guess Mario Kart, but like
that's it. They only have Mario Kart, no Splatoon. I know you can play Smash Bros on it.
Well, it's backwards compatible.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like, guess you can play like Splatoon. Again, that one, I guess that one's a little bit more negligible outside of the whatchamacallit. What's the word I'm looking for? Outside of like the seasons that you have to play to get them and whatnot, just make a good game. If they make FF14, it would bang. Didn't they?
If you really like Final Fantasy 14, do I have news for you? It exists.
Yeah,
Final Fantasy 14.
Metal, Final Fantasy 14's the MMO. I have a friend who plays it a lot. I have not watched the Nintendo Direct, but with the shady stuff they are doing with the Switch 2, I'm not buying any of their stuff. Yeah, like, that's what I mean. It's like...
For Switch 2, I mean.
Oh, no, that's fair.
Oh, okay. Understandable. Like... Zerno, that's a fair assessment. I haven't bought anything Switch 2 related at all yet. As I said, all I want is fucking Prime 4, and then I'm off Nintendo for a while until they get their freaking shit in check. Because I've been waiting for Prime 4 forever. That Kirby DLC... Did another person die? That Kirby DLC... I was cautiously optimistic about it, right? And I don't want to say it disappointed, but like I don't want to say it disappointed because it's just more Kirby lore and I like that thing. But what they gave us was just another reskin of the final boss fight that we got. So like nothing majorly new came out of that. Nothing like majorly new content-wise came out of the DLC. Also, oh god. That guy is killing everybody. And he's killing me!
This is where you just kind of stay down and
Are there 2 overlords? The fact that he's got a Gatling laser speaks volumes of what's going on right now. Considering it's just an ARM-based machine, it will probably be either jailbroken or emulated. Yeah. That's what I said. Like, at that point, I'm just gonna wait for a Switch 2 emulator. Like... I should have brought the fucking missile launcher. This guy is wrecking me! And everybody around here. Holy shit! Zig, how was your day? Like, change subject a little bit. I know this is, you know... I don't want to turn this into, like, Nintendo Rant the stream and whatnot.
right.
Mm-hmm. My day was alright and whatnot, you know what I mean? I had somebody, like, you know, job shadow me and whatnot, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, neat, you're training a new hire?
Not a new hire, just somebody who was at the local college and whatnot.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
Again, as a person who has trained people in the past.
Yeah, no, it was just basically me being like, yeah, no, this is what we do here, and this is what I do. And then stuff kept breaking, stuff because I was trying to like install something and whatnot, so I was able to get like local admin access temporarily and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And it kept and turns out I needed a runtime in order to do this, and then I thought I had the right one and shit, but when I tried reinstalling it again, it kept fucking breaking on me. And then I do it again, and I'm just like, okay.
I'll fucking do it again.
And then I download the actual like, you know, runtime that I needed, and then you know, I download the actual thing, and then eventually it actually like installed itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, one piece of fucking
One Piece.
You found the One Piece, Sig? I'm so
Yeah,
sorry. I'm so fucking sorry.
Not the One Piece. It is real, guys. It's real. Goofy is real. Chopper is real.
Again, I
Frankie, Brooks,
I like the
Nami, Usopp, Nico Robin, that one dude from that one arc that goes
Foxy.
yeah.
I like the difference in teaching styles between you and me, because I was kind of like Dante from Clerks.
I was mostly just like, oh god, I hope I'm explaining this right, and I hope I'm not making an ass out of myself.
Now I'm just imagining you like...
If I wanted to be like fucking Randall and whatnot, I would have just kicked up my fucking legs on the desk and just be like, yep, just kick back, relax, and watch the fireworks.
You should have been like Zig. You should have been like freaking Jay.
Snoochie boochies.
Snoochie boochies. Now I'm just imagining you like as you're like, you know, you're kind of like hunched over your computer. You're not trying to like look at the guy. You're just trying to be like, so you do this to say it. In the back of your head, you're like as you're like tapping away at the keyboard and whatnot.
Yeah. I should have done that.
I am the very model of an insurance programmer.
I'm a software developer. #1. That is my title.
I am the very model of a software developer. Zig, do you think you could compose that? That would be amazing.
Oh god.
I'd clap. No, Zig. I'd stand up and clap. I'd be like, oh my god, you did it, you bastard, you fucking did it.
I'll try. I already have like 3 4 I'm doing right now.
Another project for the pile.
If you want help, I can try to help like Rev here.
I'll let you know. But I should be good.
Alright.
I've actually been working on the frickin' YouTube script that I've been like chewing away at for a couple months. Holy fuck!
Nice. Oh shit.
I am the merry model of a software developer. Oh my god. You know what? The hell with this. Fucking. I'll be here forever if I don't do that.
Yeah. Cheese.
I am the cheese.
I am the best character on the show. I am better than both the salami and the bologna combined.
Everybody comes here.
I am the Eggman.
Everybody comes here for Zig.
I am the walrus. Goo-goo-goo-joob.
Cuckoo-cachoo.
I mean, it's Zig. I don't blame him.
The walrus is Paul, Zig. The walrus is Paul. or
Yeah,
something.
I know.
Or something like. I forgot the context.
Maybe the context is blowing somewhere, Marek. Blowing.
Maybe the context is the
in the wind.
ends we've made along the way.
We were ranting about a Nintendo game. Well, Nintendo for like an hour. So, you know what? Mind if I I know that this week JT I know that last week we kind of had like a combined thing about we kind of had a combined thing about good old Digimon, right?
Kind of.
I actually have a tea time for Vu. I've crawled out of my Final Fantasy hole. Just for a little bit though, because I'm not gonna lie. So I've been having like on and off depressive episodes during the week. I just had a lot of shit going on, and just trying to finish a fucking side quest in 9 has been driving me crazy. Like, made me feel like a failure, so I'm just taking, okay, I'm gonna take a little teeny tiny break because I don't want to fucking, like...
You don't want to burn out.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh. Oh, alright.
Are all the outcasts dead? No, there's a few left. But, what was I gonna say? So yeah, I took a bit of a break, and after I did a banker's test for a job application,
I'm hungry.
I did a thing. I was messing around with a freaking ROM for a game. So, if you want, do you want me to start with the tea time, or,
Yeah, sure, fuck it.
no announcement or song?
Welcome everyone to Tea Time with Marek.
Fuck my life. Anyway, so I finally jumped into a ROM hack that I've been seeing a lot of stuff about as of late. And that is a ROM hack for Super Metroid.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So I took the plunge and I decided to play Metroid X Fusion. So what Metroid X Fusion is, it's obviously a ROM hack of Super Metroid. But what it does is, it doesn't port over Fusion. It doesn't port over Fusion in its entirety. But what it does is, it sort of reimagines Metroid Fusion. And while it's not perfect, because the game is built around being a Metroid veteran, which while I am, I don't know, like, all of, like, the secrets and shit. I just, like, you know, I play it very casually, and hell, like, on again, off again, I've been playing Metroid Prime Hunters on a DS emulator my friend hooked me up with. And that in and of itself has been a fun experience, somewhat, with, like, the mouse controls, though I do feel the carpal tunnel forming. Anyway, so it's not, like, so it's a reimagining of Metroid, like, Fusion. But not in the sense that it's like, oh, there's some set pieces that are shared between the two, but ultimately it sort of feels like a cobbled together game if you were to base it off of a dream you had of playing Metroid Fusion, right? So
I think so, yeah.
all of the areas feel and look like Fusion, but there's something off about it that makes it feel creepy, and like more so than Fusion is. And again, the reason why I want to do this is I'm just gonna say it. 31 Nights of October, we're gonna do a return to Metroid Fusion on Tuesdays, because why the fuck not? But so yeah, I just felt like playing that around a bit and whatnot. So it feels creepy in like an odd way. And you want to know how this game begins outside of Samus getting infected with the X parasites? So instead of her being taken back to like the Federation headquarters or whatever, like the home planet, she is quarantined on the BSL station, right? And she is put in a pod while her suit pieces were surgically removed and whatnot, right? She was put into stasis until the fucking X-Parasites broke containment and they started wreaking havoc on the station. So the game literally starts like cold open. You wake up in the tank and you escape, and you literally fight a fucking Omega Metroid. The lab that Samus was quarantined in was the Metroid pens that you find in fucking Base Fusion and whatnot, right?
Mhm.
So the whole game opens with like a boss fight that you can't really win, and it turns into an escape sequence because the self-destruct system is activated.
Okay.
Yeah. So immediately when you find the first like navigation room and you talk to the computer. So Adam, the computer version of Adam Malkovich, he was always the BSL supercomputer. He wasn't part of Samus's ship that, entered the system and whatnot, right? And Samus actually talks a lot. The dialogue isn't the best, but Samus has a lot to say about the situation. You even have some dialogue options to choose from, so I guess that would make like different give you like different things in different playthroughs. I try to choose the ones that feel the most Samus-like, I guess, right, based off of her character. But one of them I saw was a fucking like Ace Attorney reference, and I've never played Ace Attorney before, so.
Oh hell yeah, I love Ace Attorney.
I want to play Ace. I got like the collection on Steam.
Like I said,
I wouldn't mind calling that an RPG.
I want to give it a shot because I want to see Godot in action. Is that his name, right? Godot?
He's only in the third game.
I see.
Who the hell are you? And what do you think you're doing?
I still think like a fantastic game with or without Godot, but like
Someplace you locals ain't supposed to be. But since you're down here, let's go have a chat with the boss.
if that is a deal breaker for you, I understand.
What?
I think it's a fantastic game with or without that magnificent man.
Oh no, I agree. It looks cool. I got nothing. We talked about Ace Attorney before, but I just gotta play it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. One of the things you could say is an Ace Attorney reference, which of course I went for, but it doesn't really amount to much. Samus just says objection and all that crap, right?
Objection.
Hold it.
So, anyway, so as far as I've played it, right? I had to survive a room where the giant Yakuza spider monster boss X-Parasite creature that attacks you in like the original game's reactor, it shows up earlier than there, and it can insta-gib you in a room. You actually have to run past it as part of like you just have to run past it. If you get it, you die. And by the way, they made the game over so bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Watch it, local.
Because like when you die, right, the implication is that the X have like sort of fully infected Samus, and she just becomes another SAS, right?
Keep your distance, mutt.
Right.
Look, Wastelander,
And
I'm not sure what brings you here, but we don't like surprise
When-
visits from the local populace.
when
You're lucky you weren't killed. But maybe there's more to you than the average rubble
when
dweller.
it talks to Adam,
That
he
computer
tries
there
to
on your
self-destruct the station, and
Maybe
it doesn't
you can
work,
be
right?
useful to us after all.
And you want to know how the SAX communicates in the text box?
How?
It only says X. It's X X X X X X X X X X X X X, and I'm like,
X, X, X.
I was just like, that is so fucking corny. And then it gives you a choice. Do you continue? Do you give up, or join the X? Do you
Join the X is funny.
do you think I clicked join the X?
I assume no.
No, I didn't. I just click continue, and every time I die, I think you have to press like A and B or whatever to skip the cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
If you can help.
what was I
Then
gonna say?
suspect
So
it
they
will
like
definitely be worth
I
your
skip the
time.
cutscene all the time because I just, it's worse than getting a game over in Castlevania. But at least it doesn't make you go back to the main menu and reload. It lets you continue from your last save, which is good.
Yeah.
So, I've died only a handful of times, right? Because the ROM hack is a little hard. But in all honesty, it feels like it feels as difficult as the Mercury Steam Metroid games. If you played like Samus Returns or whatchamacallit, Metroid Dread.
Okay.
Like nothing crazy. Like it's nothing like insane. You know what I mean? Like it's not Kaizo levels.
Yeah.
People say it was Kaizo levels. Now I'm playing on easy as well, so I'm not getting my. I've had instances where my health gets like low, right? Like really low, where I'm almost dead, and I fell in lava at one point, and I was like, "Oh God, don't die!" You know, I just beat a boss. By the way,
Yeah.
there's an X-infected fucking Crocomire, and it just plays.
Huh.
It just plays out like the regular Crocomire boss fight from Super Metroid, right? But you're doing this
Right.
on top of the security robot from Metroid Fusion. You're riding the security robot. And the way you shove it into the lava is you ram the robot into it when it's gripping onto like the edge of the platform. So after you beat it and you go to a data room and get like the super missile upgrade, right, for the regular missiles,
Records indicate there's some high-value
you
tech
go
in
back
this
into the
base, but
room
we
where the
can't get to it.
Crocomire skull
The
is, where
armory
they
sealed by a blast
ripped
door, and we can't get it
they
open.
ripped the
We're
sprite
pretty sure anyone who
from
completes the facility's VR
one of the
simulation
Game
program will
Boy
gain access.
Castlevania games.
But it
I
requires
believe it
a
was
certain
Dawn of
interface.
Sorrow or Aria of
Unfortunately,
Sorrow.
we
I
don't
mean,
have
sorry,
one. You do.
because
right
there's a
there on
level
your
in there
wrist.
called the Skeleton
I need
Cave,
you to
right?
go into the simulator and complete that program,
Yeah.
Right.
which will unlock the armory.
In the
You'll
Skeleton
get a share of the
Cave,
gear, of course.
there was a skull that looks like Crocomire's, and that's supposed to be like a reference for how Metroid's DNA is in like Castlevania now and whatnot, right? So he took
Right.
so the dev took that skull sprite, threw it in here, and it rises from the grave as like a ghost monster.
Okay.
And this thing you would think is like, you'd think this thing would be unfair because it's just like zoom, 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 zoom. No, it's not that bad actually. Like it got my health low, but I killed it. Like it's just a missile spam. It's just a missile spam fight. Good like good boss fight, but it was just like what? And Samus later on when you get to like a navigation room and you talk to the computer, this was kind of funny. This felt like guys reading some of the dialogue in the game felt like my Metroid headcanons as a child. Like
All right.
the way that the way that Samus refers to Crocomire, right? Like the station has a Crocomire on it, or that was an X-infected Crocomire. Like, as if it, you know, its name is like, because like, how do I put this? I used to think Ridley were like a whole separate species and not the same guy, so I always referred to them as, oh, Ridleys, or a Ridley, you know what I mean, like that type of shit, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a Kraid, not the Kraid, it's a Kraid.
Yeah.
It's the liberation of Anchorage,
So-
Alaska from Chinese communists. It was a pretty significant event in American history, according to
I don't know.
our spies.
I thought that was kind
I
of
won't lie
funny.
to you.
I thought that was kind of
It's heavy
funny.
combat,
Like, haha.
Safety protocols
like,
disengaged.
I'm
That
a,
means you die in
know,
the
I mean,
sim,
I've read the
your body goes
I've
into
read like the
massive
lore of
cardiac
Metroid
arrest.
and like other stuff.
You're
Like
still
I know
listening,
it
so
now
I'm
by
going to
like
assume you're
memory
interested.
somewhat. But it was
Time's
just funny
wasted.
to see that.
Simply can take
that
you to the
it
pod.
was just funny to
Olin
read
will
stuff
get
like
you
that.
briefed.
Like it was like my
You wanna
childhood
walk away, you're
headcanon.
free
It was
to
like,
leave.
haha, that's
My
kind of
men
funny.
won't stop you.
There was also a part of that. There was also a part of that in the aquatic sector, right? Where I came upon one of the Genesis enemies, and they gave it an attack very reminiscent of the Genesis boss fight in fucking AM2R.
Ah.
So I said to myself, it's like, you know what? This game is definitely not I'm not gonna count this as like canon to like the actual Metroid series, like AM2R isn't, because we have Samus Returns and whatnot, right?
Right.
But I could totally see this being a sequel to AM2R.
Great, another local.
Right.
Yeah.
With the way that some of the stuff works out. This ROM hack, you know, is being worked on for 13 years, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about a real passion project.
And apparently,
honestly.
according to a video I watched about it, you want to know what happened at one point in development? Because they brought over so much from Metroid Fusion, they almost ran out of data.
God damn.
Yeah, oh god. You know what I mean? So it's not perfect, and it really does feel like Super Metroid with a Metroid Fusion skin on top. But there's a lot of heart and a lot of love that went into it, and I'm like, oh my god, this is actually really cool. Like, you know, a Metroid fan made this, and it carries a lot of I noticed that you want to know something? It has more love than a typical quote-unquote Metroid fan. You want to know why?
Why?
No, you want to know an Easter egg I saw at like the beginning of the game?
What's that?
There was a Dr. Bergman on board the BSL station. For those who don't know, Dr. Bergman, aka Madeline Bergman, or MB, was a character that was in Metroid Other M, right? And the central computer on board the battleship was named after her. It took her name, so that's why it was called MB and whatnot.
Right.
So it was a sort of copy of Mother Brain, but you know, Madeline Bergman and whatnot, right? So I thought that was kind of cool.
Right.
They even referenced fucking Other M, and I like Other M, so it's like, oh sweet, like, you know, this isn't like a fucking oh man, like I don't like Other M there, or like I don't like Other M, ergo non-canon to me. Crosses animated avatar arms.
Yeah.
Like it celebrate, like this ROM hack celebrates like the whole series, and I thought, like, yeah, that's kind of cool, that's kind of neat, that's cute. So I like it, you know. It's a fun ROM hack. I haven't gotten like super far in it. I honestly kind of want to tear my hair out a little bit at some of it. They even made like the Zazabi X fight more interesting because he, like, you fight 2 of them at once, right?
Right.
Those weird, like, if you've ever played, again, for those who haven't played Metroid Fusion, the Zazabi X is like this weird, like, eyeball stalk jumping thing, right? In this ROM hack, you fight 2 of them, and there's a big one and a small one. Whichever one you kill first, all of the X parasites they release go into the other one, and it makes like a super Zazabi. And the super Zazabi gets like an energy attack when it jumps and lands and whatnot. So that, I thought that was kind of neat. Also, look who it is.
Gary!
They opened the vault, kidnapped the Gary, and then they sawed his arm off to get the fucking Pip-Boy.
Jeez.
This game is nuts. But yeah, nah, like, that's as much tea I can spill on, that's as much tea I can really spill on, Metroid,
You're here to help?
Metroid X
Fine,
Fusion
then
so
put this
far.
on. Get in the chair, and we'll run the
That's fair.
simulation.
It's a really, like, it's a really fun game. Like, somewhat difficult, pays homage to a lot of the series and some other ROM hacks, which I think is kind of neat. And, yeah. That's all I can really say. It's fun. maybe I'll stream it one day, who knows.
That'd be cool. Probably
That'd
for
be
like
cool.
either a Friday night
Look,
fight or a Friday
if you're
night
going to
fight.
help out, then
know what
that's
I mean?
great. Just
Yeah.
don't get in my way.
That'd be cool. Also another illusion, I think, I forgot, was it Sector X on the bottle ship or Sector 0? To be honest, a lot of Metroid locations have like the same sort of names, but I think like the quarantine sector for where all of like the X.
It was Sector 0.
Okay, cool. So then there was another one that had X somewhere, and anyway, the area where like all of they say like, oh, we don't know what's behind there. You know what I think it might have been? It might have been Metroid Dread. There was an area.
Oh.
There was an area I think called Sector X that was a quarantine zone for the X parasites. So that was kind of neat too that they did that. But yeah, it's a cool game. I'd recommend it. You just gotta like either find a. All right, I was gonna say this too. You can definitely find it on. You can definitely find it somewhere. I'm not gonna say, but I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'd recommend patching it into a ROM yourself, because if you get stuck with the 1.0 version, that one is like super hard, apparently. And I mean, and harder than the 1.2. So if you just get the 1.2 and you're able to patch it, you're good to go. Like, you know, you just gotta like patch it into a ROM for Super Metroid and whatnot, and you're good to go with it. That's what I did. And due to legality reasons and other shit, I can't say where you can find this crap. So you gotta, you know, go looking for it. But either way, that was like the highlight of my day, somewhat. Guess I'll go gamble
Right.
now.
That's the spirit.
Exactly.
This sim had to have been one of the most important of its time. It's
Most
the liberation of Anchorage,
what was the
Alaska from
saying?
the Chinese.
Most gamblers give up
Eventually,
before they win.
Americans win and
No,
liberated the city.
no,
Most
don't.
Heavy
gamblers,
losses.
most
This
give up
simulation
before
trained
they-
soldiers for that
Before they
engagement.
hit big.
Really, you must grow
Don't
up.
follow that advice. If you don't follow that advice, please.
Only gamble with money you're willing to lose.
There you go.
I
That made.
believe I do have one ear listening to the wind and whatnot.
Oh right, we do have the wind coming in. Somebody left it. Oh wait, we can't have a window open on a space station. We'd die.
Guys, help!
Don't worry, Steve. Everything will be fine. Three people handle it. Welcome everybody to JT's Coffee Corner.
I feel bad for Steve. God damn it.
Hey,
So,
come on.
today,
Snap out of it.
I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a
That was a hell
while.
of a nasty fall.
I'm gonna talk about a show.
When your chute bunched open like that, I thought you were.
Why am I talking about a show in
Hope the
specific?
other guys made
because
I don't think their patrol
Netflix,
spotted us.
in all of their fucking great wisdom, won't fucking advertise it themselves.
So at least we still have the
Ooh,
jump.
what
I
you
think
watch,
I know
JT?
which
You still
one
have
you're
your
talking
gear.
about.
So I'm gonna let you make it.
So the writer of my all-time favorite show,
Guns blazing. We'll still
um,
meet at the rendezvous point inside.
out of
this
fucking,
And
without
we'll
telling
blow those
me
artillery
personally,
guns to hell.
just said,
Just
I'm
watch
gonna
us.
make another show.
Reds up here don't take prisoners. Good luck.
And he did. And before us, we now have Netflix's Long Story Shorts.
I had a fucking feeling it was going to be long story short.
What the fuck? I got a fucking permanent ammo box on my back.
Nice.
You know, I was polite. I was polite. I was waiting patiently for my turn.
I'm sorry, JT. I just unloaded it. Cause I went in the sim with a minigun equipped. And now I have a fucking permanent. It's actual. Oh, that's rich. Sorry, JT.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
But yeah,
So,
no, go on. I love this show too. And whatnot. I've seen this before.
So what show is this?
Long
it is
story
called
short.
Long Story Shorts.
It's created by the same guy who made BoJack Horseman.
Oh, right. I remember hearing about it. Sorry.
Yeah. So, this is. I love the writing of BoJack Horseman. It's my favorite all-time show. I love this writer, right? I really like his style. He's really good at making human-feeling characters. And before, he had the downside of having to make a talking dog person seem human. Here, he has a different. The angle this time is time.
Yeah.
For it is effectively a family style, not sitcom, but family style drama / sitcom, told out of order. Every episode, you can be jumping between two radically different years in the same family's life.
Yeah.
One character could not exist in one episode by either being dead or not born, and the next episode they're fine talking to you as if we didn't just know their fates.
Do they do it in such a way where it's like this sort of set up, like them being gone or them being there?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
I like that idea. That's actually pretty neat.
Every episode provides context more so for the episode that happened not only before but what's happening during.
Yeah.
During things that didn't make sense or things that you just knew as constants got explained later or explained earlier when they happened. Things that it weaves together into telling a really interesting story about family. At least you know the as someone who writes about family a lot. Hello, ones from the library. I think it does a fantastic job of exploring family dynamics that don't fully get talked about enough, such as a more narcissistic parent that other people don't view, other people don't get to see that side of. So you see a lot of other people talk highly of them, whereas you know them in a different light. You don't understand why you got a different version of this person everyone speaks so highly of. I don't know about anyone else, but that struck a nerve for me.
I fully am aware of what you're talking about, JT.
Exactly. And it's you learn more about each character, what they've gone through, and what they're going through. But it's told in such an interesting way. That it makes both the moment-to-moment feel like magic, and it almost creates this feeling of like, you know how like if you have an older family member, they have a bunch of stories and they'll tell you random stories throughout their life,
Yeah.
and everything makes a bit more sense, or everything has a bit more context in every story you hear. That's kind of what Long Story Short feels like in the best way possible. It also has the art style of it's really nice. It's got this almost like kids book style presentation where it's very simple and stylized.
That was
main characters is very nice.
That was the thing that
It's
caught my
not simple,
eye.
but like
That was the thing that caught my eye of like from some of the stuff I saw about it was the art style looked nice.
it was.
It's very
BoJack
stylistic.
BoJack didn't really capture me weirdly enough. Like in both like tone and you know, it's in both tone and like, you know, it's art, I guess. But I really
Look,
like
I like depressing pieces.
the art.
But I love depressing pieces.
The art.
BoJack Horseman was depressing.
The art of like what was the show called again? Sorry.
Long story short.
Long Story Short. The art for Long Story Short, I really liked that. It reminds me of the Ricky Gervais show, like the characters look like
Kinda,
Carl
yeah.
Pilkington, and I'm like, okay, I know it's not Carl, but it's reminding me of that, and I want to give it a watch on that idea alone. But you know what?
Please watch it. I need more people to watch it so that it gets a season 2. Does it need a season 2? Probably not. But like,
I'm pretty sure it's getting a season 2 and shit.
I hope we don't have another Fire on Mars situation. I know that's a different streaming service.
It got renewed for a second season.
Good.
Long story short, or already? Thank God. Thank fucking Christ. Look, Netflix isn't advertising for the show. It's literally I haven't seen a single fucking ad for this show. Oh, and it's not like my YouTube does not know I love BoJack Horseman. It's not like they don't fucking know this is my shit. All I've heard about from it is literally the other like big like animation tubers I watch be like, hey, I'm going to talk about this show to make sure that people see it. And then I saw it, and I'm like, my brain just left my fucking body. With BoJack, there were a lot of scenes. One of the things that makes BoJack my favorite show is the only show, I'll admit, with good writing, I'll get emotional. I've cried during movies. I've cried during games. I've cried during shows. I remember as a kid, I cried during the scene with fucking in Pokemon Explorers of Time, when Grovyle sacrificed himself. That was sad as shit. No one can tell me otherwise.
He went back to his own time period now.
Yeah, but like.
I'm not. That's not me knocking the sacrifice. I just, you know what I mean. I get it.
It's a relationship. It's a permanently lost relationship because he's never coming back, and it hurts and it stings. BoJack has been the only show to ever make me cry after watching it, as in it's something stuck with me, and it just piled up and brought something out of it.
And that's a show I know narratively goes on for like years too.
But you see, that for the most part, they have some flashbacks here and there. Season 4 kind of goes back in time to give one character context. But for the most part, that story is told straight.
Yeah.
Long Story Short isn't, and it's a style of storytelling I've never seen attempted in animated medium.
As soon as I switched weapons and changed the backpack, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Sorry.
I cannot recommend this show enough because I need to make sure more people see it.
And I honestly don't blame you for plugging it because, like, legit, what sucks about this age of streaming is what sucks about, like, this age of streaming we're in, like, I know that TV was always determined by, like, views and whatnot, right?
Right.
But, like, with this age of streaming, the views and shit are more in-depth, I guess is the best way to put it. So, like...
Zig, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck is that noise I'm hearing?
Dog coughing.
Sounds like someone got... Oh, okay. It sounds like someone got fucking, like, whammed in the gutter and it's fucking reeling.
That's it. It was just my dog coughing.
It sounded like someone chose your dog for fucking one of their 3 on the list.
She's got what is it? She's got a nervousness problem, and you know she's got to take, like, so she has a heart condition and she's taking medicine for it, but she does not calm down. Like,
right.
She got, like, separation anxiety and other shit. Like, with age, it's very odd. So I'm trying to figure out what do I upgrade next. Sneak, no. Speech. You know, that wouldn't hurt right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt right now. Speech. Maybe medicine will get that up more. Tag. A perk allows you to select the 4th skill to be tagged. Yeah, why the hell not? What should I do? Small guns, lockpick, speech. What should I tag? Barter, big guns, energy weapons, medicine, medicine, science. I should upgrade science.
Yeah.
What should I take? Should I do science? Should I do...
I think we should take science.
Fuck it, why not?
Alright, that'll get me up to, so I don't have to, like, put a lot of points into it. Mm-hmm. Really, most of the perks in this are very, whatchamacallit, points based.
Yeah.
So just pick something you want to upgrade and, like, stick with it, I guess. But yeah, like, in this age of streaming, it's like the view counts, like, matter so much.
Right.
I made this observation earlier to talk about, like, views real quick, right? Jester, hey Jester.
Hello.
Hello.
Also, yes, let me drink some water. Thank you for the hydration. I've been I have a cardboard cup from yesterday that I've been sipping off of too. But the redeem has been redeemed. Have a good lurk, Jester. But the redeem has been redeemed, so I will definitely drink from the glass. But yeah, in, like, this age of streaming, like, this hyper focus when it comes to, like, the view count, it's just like there's no like, whatchamacallit, there's no room for either error or, like, a second chance, it feels like, with it. Best way I could put it. So... Oh, you've met your fucking end, buddy. And I missed a point blank or an almost point blank shot. I didn't miss that time. But yeah, like if you catch what I'm meaning. So it's like if nobody just watches the show outside of like, you know, they can't put it on a death slot. So thankfully, thankfully we got like shit like fucking Big Mouth leaving. So they now need a new show to, you know, they're now gonna need a new show to milk until like the ends of time and whatnot. So
okay, but like they don't milk shows like this.
I know they don't. I'm just saying that like they don't have the one. They don't have like the easy to animate one that's like they don't have like their Family Guy clone anymore. So now they're gonna be more open to try to keep stuff on the air until they can find a new one to have it suck the life out of other shows. Which is kind of funny that they ended fucking Inside Job before, you know. And I miss Inside Job.
It was so good.
It made I quote.
Maybe the real Inside Job was the friends we've made along the way.
I fucking quote one scene from that show like all the time whenever my mind finds like contradictions in the way people act. And you know what that one is? Kill the bees but not the whales. Kill the whales but not the bees. My other SUV is an AR-15. These people make no sense, and they're all working together. How they all that was I think what was it? That was the episode that brought us Puppet Brett, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I almost bought it out on the cliffs. Didn't know the Reds were so handy with a sniper rifle. So, what's the situation?
Yeah.
We clear to blow the hell out of this place?
Yeah, they don't have a Family Guy clone, so there's a good chance that something will be able to stay for a while. So, for now, Rippin' Pepperoni being Puppy Cat, Rippin' Pepperoni Inside Job, Rippin' Pepperoni other shows that got like vampire drained and cannibalized for Big Mouth to keep going and going and going. Also, that show about the naked basketball coach that looks like Rick and Morty.
What?
Yeah, there's like
I don't remember that one at all.
Yeah, what was it called? It was called like Hoops or Balls or something like that. I'm not kidding. Like, and the splash screen they give you when you go over it is
it's called Hoops.
Hoops. Yeah, the fucking is the coach naked, giving you the bedroom eyes, and he's covering his crotch with a basketball. That did not make me want to watch that show. I do not want Rick and Morty man looking at me like that.
Yeah, I can spare them. And I'm supposed to kill the Chinese with what? Snowballs? Sorry, that's all I can give you. No sweat. You're on point, rookie.
And I'm supposed to kill them with what? Snowballs? Aye.
Whoa. Watch your step.
Not in this war. What the fuck? I can't shoot him from there?
I guess not.
Aye.
We got company up there.
I guess that's not in the simulations, Marek.
We're gonna This thing is like so OP in the simulation. If it... I love the nice shooting, Benji. I love the Gauss rifle in this game, but like sometimes it does not feel powerful at all.
We're crossing that pipe. Here I thought I was the one with the death wish.
Crossing that pipe. I like this DLC. But yeah, I think I think we'll save.
All right.
It's getting about that time.
Yeah.
Cause Zig's got, you know, what the hell?
I got wake in the morning.
Zig's got wake, and we took. I was trying to find a way to clear my inventory out some so that I have some like carry weight for this freaking DLC once it's over. And then also on top of that, like we had our like Nintendo rant that took an hour or so, trying to get to like point A to point B. In only a couple hours, is like, oh yeah, see, the title made sense though. The simulation makes me want to. We actually made it to the fucking simulation, so it is not false advertising.
It's not false advertising this time around.
Yay!
Let's go! Like the One Piece. Nico Robin!
I love this fucking gun so bad.
You know what I love?
What?
The One Piece! 'Cause it's real!
You know why I'm happy?
Why are you
Why's
happy?
that?
Because I'm free of STDs.
Cool.
You know, like, that makes sense. Like, I don't know if this might be a hot take, but I feel like they're easier to avoid media-tainted activity.
Is it possible to get an STD without freaking having sex?
I don't know what they got waiting for us.
Some, yes.
Yeah.
I don't
mean,
know.
like,
I don't know. Like that was just a thought I had. Like it was just a thought I had like a few days ago.
have you ever had a cold sore?
Yes.
That's technically an STD.
Really?
Technically.
How technically are we talking? High technically or low technically?
Scientifically, they categorize it in the same put as STD, but like if you asked someone on the street, is it an STD, they're gonna say no.
Again, I find that kind of funny because like I said to myself, like, if you like imagine like a person who doesn't like, you know, have sex or whatever, then all of a sudden they get checked, they have a fucking STD. I'm like, is that even possible? And then now you're telling me cold.
Shit like HIV and whatnot, you can just get through like.
I was literally about to say, yeah, that's
but,
from,
well,
like any kind of blood work.
No, but HIV isn't HIV technically isn't a STD.
It can be a sexually transmitted disease.
It can be, but isn't it in its own category? Because it's a whatchamacallit virus.
It's an immuno. It can be an STD and something else.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's an immunocompromising virus, but that doesn't mean.
This is an odd freaking. This is an odd conversation.
Like, hold on.
It's because I had a shower thought one day. I'm like, this is very.
That's what happened to Elizabeth Glazer and her like kids and whatnot.
I mean, there are some STDs that can actually be technically genetically inherited. Technically genetically inherited.
Really?
So it's less genetically inherited and more if let's say let's say the mother has it and it's somewhere in the genital area, it can infect the kid on the way out.
What the fuck?
On God. Assuming the American education system didn't lie to me about sex, which who knows?
There was a no, you know what I think spawned this thought?
What?
Cause okay.
Did it hurt when you peed last time, Nick? Is that what spawned it?
Oh my fucking god. No, so on Tubi on the TV, because like you can't really have like ad block on TVs. There was there was an ad for like, get vaccinated for what was it? HPV, I think, right?
Yeah.
And
I've had that back. I've gotten the vaccine for that before and shit.
now
I think
now
I think either I have it or I need to get my second shot of it.
now the funny thing about HPV was I remember a game from like YouTube's past, right? A video game from YouTube's past that some of like the, like Markiplier / PewDiePie / whoever else, it was called like Privates or whatever, right? And you play as it's so stupid. You play as like these little dudes that are going inside of what I presume is a person's, reproductives, and they're wearing condoms on their heads. They got like guns, and they're fighting like monsters based off of like shit that will attack you. Like, oh, you gotta keep the freaking main character is like Australian or whatever, and he's either an Australian or a New Zealander, and he talks like this, mate. And he's like, you better keep them protective caps on your heads or whatever the frick, right? Anyway, so the thing was the boss, it was just a one-level game with like one boss. And the boss of that one was HPV.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it? Like, it was an STD, and if left untreated or whatever the frick, or if you get it, you have a chance of developing cancer down there. So I just remember it for that, because like as you fight it, this is kind of fucked up though in the game sense, because as you fight the HPV ghost monster thing, right? It uses like energy beams on like the floor, and it turns the floor into like cancer cells.
What?
Huh.
Yeah, so I saw that, and then that was just I saw the freaking ad to like get like yourself vaccinated for HPV, and then I saw like a thing, something just reminded me of like that weird Privates game or whatever the frick, right? So I don't know. I guess that's what spawned that question. That and also I don't know. I thought it'd be funny if like, somebody who doesn't have sex gets a STD for some reason. It's just like, could that even happen? Is that possible? And now you're telling me it is, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know. So guys,
I know what you learned today.
what did I learn today is the question.
Did we not have a whole Ziggs, what did you learn today?
Go watch Long Story Short.
Look, guys, I've not been to the School of Hard Knocks.
Okay, I think that's what we all learned today.
Yeah, Nick has not been to the School of Hard Knocks.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Do you guys understand anything I say sometimes?
I'm here for the free Wi-Fi.
I learned that you can buy happiness, but you can't really buy happiness because happiness is
What
not.
part of this stream taught you that?
Because we were talking about Nintendo earlier.
Okay, fair enough.
We were talking about Nintendo earlier. I was trying to find a way to clear out my inventory in game by going to shops and also trying to find a freaking fishing battery.
Cool.
And I'm trying to think of like another thing. I said the Nintendo rant, right?
Yeah, you have.
Yes.
Um you know what? Let's rate out to somebody new. I met this person through Char. I found their streams through Char's community. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for joining us tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed. But remember, as always, be yourselves. Remember, make a like a high, make a hiding ho, mo, make a chime, make a mo, make a hey, pickle barrel, kumquat, chimichurri, chonga. That's the secret word of the day. Alright, guys, catch you all later. Marek out. See you guys.
Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.